We have a quick rank up video today. Just wanted to go over some of my rank ups from the rewards I received from both Necropolis, Banquet, end of season war rewards. So yeah, there's a bunch of rank ups I did basically over December and the beginning of January. I know I haven't been posting much with us not taking war seriously, so I figured I would just go over some of the rank ups I've done with all the rewards we have been receiving. Um, we'll go class by class. There's probably about, I want to say almost 10 plus rank ups that are new 6-star rank 5s or 7-star rank 2s. And we'll just go class by class. Looking at the 6 stars, a couple new science rank ups for this one. The first thing you'll notice is I did take Scorpion. I ascended Scorpion. He's my latest ascension that goes along with Kate and a couple others. But Scorpion, obviously, amazing champion. One of the best attackers in the game and defenders. When you're looking at BGs, he can really be super helpful, especially in this meta being an option to kind of wall Tigras and Werewolf by Nights with his Rupture immunity. So super happy with him. I'm probably going to use him a decent amount next season in War as well, I'd expect. The other rank up we did with the 4 to 5 gem we received from the Banquet Rewards is Human Torch. I debated a couple different options for this one, but Human Torch just makes a ton of sense. So most of my rank ups, they kind of were a little blend of War and Battlegrounds. I haven't very much focused on Battlegrounds so far, but I want to try and make a concentrated effort to try and finish in C6, C5 this season. And Human Torch is going to be great for both metas. He's also great in War. Sometimes it just makes sense to bring a Human Torch for a fight with a Flame on pre-fight. So he's a really good option. Very unlikely we'll see a 7-star anytime soon. So that's the other reason I kind of felt safe bringing him up as one of my new rank 5s. And then looking at 7 stars, we did take a 7-star rank 2 up as well, and that was Titania. Kind of a no-brainer. Titania is one of the best science champs in the game. She's fantastic in War. She's good for a lot of BG metas, not so much this one. But yeah, I mean, amazing champ. Not really much else to say for that. Going to the next class, we have Skill. And in the Skill class, I have a couple rank ups here as well. The first one was just a Corg rank 4 rank up. This one was specifically for Battlegrounds. For the most part, I try and save my resources for War rank ups, and obviously we're not going to stick a rank 4 Corg on defense, but I had a 3 to 4 skill gem, and I think it just made sense to bring him up. He's an excellent defender in almost every single meta, and he's been doing pretty well for me so far. So happy with the rank up at this point. And then the other one was a new rank 5, and that was Nick Fury. I did consider a couple 7 stars instead of Nick Fury, but I just felt like he is probably a better option right now for my skill champs. He, again, very unlikely we're going to get a 7-star anytime soon, especially since his SIG ability, you really just want to get SIG 1 or have super high SIG. So as a 7-star, I just really doubt they'll bring him out soon. But yeah, I mean, Max SIG Nick Fury, he's great for Battlegrounds. He's great in War still. A lot of fights, it just makes sense to bring Nick Fury. I'm thinking he may be actually pretty useful even with this tactic as just a nuke option if there's a Quicksilver on a tricky node. Maybe it just makes sense to send Nick Fury there and just go for the blitz. And, if he goes to a second life, he goes to a second life. So really happy with this rank up. He is someone I'm considering for an ascension as well, again, because I don't see a 7-star coming out anytime soon. And then there is a 7-star rank up here as well, and it is Mantis. I did pull Mantis as a 7-star from the selector from finishing Necropolis, and I took her straight to rank 2. I do have the rank 5, so it did hurt a little bit to do that, but she's a tactic attacker. She's going to be amazing for it if she's not banned a ton, which she is from what I've seen so far, a decent amount. Still an excellent photon counter, and then plenty of other ones, so yeah, super happy with this one. I'm sure I'll get to use her quite a bit next season in War. And then moving to our next class, we're going to do Mutant. And there's a couple big rank ups here. Number 1 is Onslaught. Onslaught's obviously brand new. and he's amazing. For both defensively and on offense, his pseudo immunities, with it being Incinerate, Shock, and Bleed, are really good. Great for the hazard shift fights. He's good for Section 9 or Path 9, Section 1. I've used him pretty effectively against some Maestros as well in both Battlegrounds and in War. So really happy with this choice. Originally, this felt like a little bit more of a selfish choice just because I think he's super cool champ and I enjoy playing him, but I think he's going to be really useful for War, and he's been amazing in Battlegrounds. And then the other rank up I did was Iceman. This one I did consider a couple different champs, mainly Apocalypse, because I do really enjoy playing Apocalypse, but I thought Iceman gave a little more utility for us. Um, Obviously, he's got the billion immunities, so he can be helpful in Path 9. And then he can take some of the Hazard Shift minis as well. So I think it'll just help out. We don't really have a lot of Icemans at rank 5 in our battle group, so this was mainly for War. And he's also a pretty good defender this meta with all of his immunities as well. So kind of check both boxes. And then the final rank up for Mutants was a 7-star, and my third rank 3 7-star for finishing Necropolis was Bishop. This was mainly a defensive choice, but Bishop is really good in Battlegrounds as both an attacker and a defender. He might be decent this next meta, obviously not this first one, with he not getting an Incinerate up by himself from normal basic hits, but with the next one he'll be able to throw special ones and might do pretty decent damage. So he may end up being decent there, but this was mainly for War defense. Now with him and Mangog, I have two pretty good defenders that should hopefully help out. And yeah, I mean, I really enjoy playing Bishop, so really happy with this choice. And moving to the next class, we do have Cosmic, and there's only 7-star rank ups for Cosmic, and we did Hyperion, which you can see here. Yes, I would have liked him to be duped. Once we get the first dupe, though, then he'll be all set and ready to roll. But he's been really good in Battlegrounds for me. The special one, you get Incinerates, helps you get your power gain going with his already power gain buff he gets. So he's been very helpful, really unique way of doing damage as well. So if you can't apply debuffs, he can be a slower option throwing special 2s and special 3s, but he's been very helpful in it. And yeah, I mean, he's a very old champ, but still really strong. So hopefully I can get the dupe at some point soon. And then the other champ I brought up was Maestro. This one, again, was kind of more for War and thought. It's been really good for Battlegrounds, obviously, as well on defense. But he has also a ton of immunities, and I think that's going to be really helpful going into next season. I think people might have been, and a lot of people are already taking this season seriously, so they've probably figured this out. But I think we were spoiled for choice the previous meta for the new mini bosses with all the hazard shift nodes, where you could use a lot of the tactic attackers. So I think having a good amount of options for those nodes is going to be really helpful. So that's why I brought him up. He was a consideration for rank 3, but someone else brought one up for defense, so I thought it made sense to do Bishop instead. And then looking at tech, we did 2 6-star rank ups. The first one being Red Skull. This one's a little bit of buyer's remorse. I took him up and I put him in my deck for Battlegrounds, and then I took him out like 3 days later. It was only a rank 4 gem, so it's not a big deal, obviously. But yeah, I didn't see a lot of points where it made sense to use him on defense over someone else of my defenders. But we'll see. I mean, he's got some good utility and stuff. He may be useful in War every now and then too, so we'll have to see how this one plays out. And then the other rank up was Nimrod. This one was mainly for Clown. We only had one rank 5 Nimrod in our battle group, and so Clown was basically stuck doing all the fights that really required a big Nimrod, Hazard Shift Weapon X, some of the other Path 9 fights. So I brought mine up. He's obviously amazing. Still a great mutant killer. I know they neutered him on Path 6, which was unfortunate, but he's still really good for a lot of Path 9 and some of the Hazard Shift minis. And yeah, I mean, he's fantastic, and I would be extremely surprised to see a 7-star of him as well anytime soon because he is so strong. And then going towards the last class, we do have Mystic. Only a couple rank ups here for Mystic. We have Werewolf by Night, who I took to rank 4. This was 100% specifically for Battlegrounds. I was just banning Werewolf by Night at the beginning. And I'm like, well, we have a 6-star. We have a bunch of 3 to 4 gems from Banquet. Just bring him up. And yeah, I just gave him one. I used an Awakening gem on him just because. It doesn't seem like he really needs the high sig for it. But yeah, he's been amazing in Battlegrounds. No regrets here. I don't know if I'll bring him to rank 5, because I know the 7-star's out, so I'm hesitant to bring up anyone to rank 5 unless I really need them, if they have a 7-star version, so we'll see. But he's been really good so far for Battlegrounds. And then the other one I decided to do was Doom. Doom is one of the best champs in the game still. Very strong on offense, very strong on defense. I think also for the current meta, if there's a champ that you can, use Doom against and just basically prevent them from ever throwing a special, it's a good way to get around the tactic. So I think he can be good for that. Again, I haven't done much looking at planning yet since we took the season off, but I think he'll be a good option for some of the tactic defenders. And yeah, 7-star Doom also not coming anytime soon. So really happy with this choice as well. And those were the rank ups. So yeah, I mean, there's probably like 10 plus rank ups that we did. Looking at, next rank ups for each class, if we kind of look at that real quick. We are close to forming for Mutant, and we have for Tech. For Tech, mainly looking at doing Future Ant-Man as the next rank up there. He's obviously super good champ. There's not a 7-star version, so he's very much on the cards for possibly the rank up I use the Tech ones for. The other champ would be Shocker, who's also really good. I haven't really decided between those two, but those are the two ones I'm really considering right now. I am trying to move towards making up more 7-stars. I know from this video I did a pretty good amount of 6-stars, but I would really like to try and focus on 7-stars only if I have a good option. And then the other one I'm looking at is Mutant. Kind of talked about, I kind of struggled with the decision there, so I don't think I'll be bringing Apocalypse up. Next mutant I bring up will likely be Professor X. I would have really liked to get the dupe with him, but I think even unawakened, he's still going to be really strong. And sometimes there's just a boss where it makes sense to just do power back boost, special 3 spam, and he can take a lot of path fights as well. So he will likely be the next skill champ, and those are only two I'm really close to forming. Looking at the other classes, I'm not really a fan of any of the science champs. I know Morbius has some fans, but I'm not the biggest fan of his. I just think doesn't have enough utility for me. I do have him duped, so maybe I'll bring him up for that reason. That helps him a little bit, so we'll see there. Skill, Jabari and Shang-Chi are the two I'm really considering. Falcon's good, but boring to play, so I don't really want to bring Falcon up. Mutant we already talked about. Cosmic, there's a bunch of options. I could do Gore, I could do Atom, I could do Venom. So those are the 3 I'd consider for Cosmic. And then looking at Mystic, I did just pull Juggernaut. He's definitely an option, but I think I would do Diablo over Juggernaut at this point. Diablo has more uses in war than Juggernaut, in my opinion, so that'd be the main reason there. But yeah, that's kind of the main thing for the video. So yeah, I just want to share some of the rank ups I did so we can see how the account's progressing, kind of my thoughts on why I did take certain champs up. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching.